We're just sitting up at the firehouse, Tanyan Road Station, and yeah, we just called it a night. We're all headed home for the night, and just got home, and I guess laid in bed probably at least like 10 minutes after that, the alarm went out, and the pager went off and said at station 9-4.
We're a sister station, so we run together. Any call in this area, both stations roll. So to hear that go out, I actually paused for a second, and I heard my mom in the other room yell, "Did I just hear what I think I heard?"
They weren't sure if it was Delsey Drive or Tanyan Road Station. You had chiefs coming up to our station, making U-turns, going the other way, because they weren't really sure where they were going. Yeah, just getting on the truck. I mean, everybody's screaming like, "Hurry up! We gotta go! We gotta go!" It's new Sharon.
When I first got the call, I was kind of unsure what it was, because it says station 9-4, and usually they tone out by stations, and it tells you what it is. And I was wondering where it was, so I'm rushing to the station, and I didn't really understand that it was really my firehouse on fire until I got here and saw all the smoke.
I don't even remember the ride down. I remember looking at the map to make sure where we had a hydrant. We dropped the supply line from the hydrant, and out we went. I saw a firefighter come screaming past the back of the truck. It was Kim. And she come running out, put the code in the door, and swung the door open for us, coughing away as the smoke's pouring out of the building. She had no gear, she couldn't get to it. I mean, we came down that center hallway in the back. There used to be a hallway there. And I came out just to see the brush truck, the station's pride and joy that won multiple trophies and a Wawa, just sitting there as the ceiling was collapsing on top of it.
Well, most of the firefighters that were out there were like me, running around trying to do something but knowing that you can't, trying to see if they needed any hoses, trying to pull out lines, trying to help in any way that we knew that we could, but feeling like we were in the way. Like everyone with their gear, and everyone had their space, and everybody had their jobs to do. And it just felt like we were standing in a corner and being able to do nothing, just staring. Nobody really talked. We just pretty much stood there and pretty much cried, just watching our firehouse burn. Until they bought out our gear, and we watched the fire truck be pulled out. That made us feel a little better because it still worked. So we felt a little bit more hope. And then they pulled out our gear so we could actually start doing something, and we felt a little bit better there. But there's no feeling to describe the loss of I felt like my own house burnt down, like my physical residence, and looking at all the memories go, and like on all the good times and all the things that this place stood for.
The firefighters were working for several hours to put out the blaze. However, when the fire was out, a 1992 E1 pumper and a 1978 Ford brush truck were destroyed, as well as the building and its contents. The only survivor was the new combination pumper, which was not in the firehouse at the time. As bad as this was, in the months to follow, it was learned that the fire company's president and temporary treasurer, one and the same, had drained both the fire company's bank accounts and the $448,000 in insurance money to rebuild the firehouse.
After the fire happened, our president at the time was in contact with the insurance company and working with them side by side and all to get the building rebuilt. And we were under the impression the money was going to come in and go directly to demolition contractor, the building contractor, architects, so forth and so on. It took a few months. We found out that what was happening, the money was coming directly to us. Our president at the time was taking the money, depositing into our checking account, not showing it on our ledgers or any treasurer's reports, and over the course of time was taking money out of the account, so he drained all the insurance money out.
The insurance had paid out over about $484,000, and it was all gone. Plus any other money that we had because we had had some money put aside for our centennial coming up in 2012. Our main concern then was with $118, we were told you have to get a lawyer, you should do this, you should do that. Well, you couldn't do it on $118, so we start looking around, and then we start finding out that bills that were supposed to have been paid were not paid. So I guess it was we found out about maybe $20,000 of bills came in. And our main thing right then and there was to try to pay off everybody, to let everybody know our circumstances, that we weren't trying to stiff them with anything, but we were in dire straits. It worked out that some people said, well, they just said, all right, we'll just erase it for you, and others took half of what we owed them. And when we got money, as the money started coming in, we were able to pay off a couple bills, and then finally we were able to pay off everything. Because we did not know at that time whether or not the company would survive. And if it did not survive, we did not want to leave a bad taste in the mouths of people here in Deptford that we went out and we stiffed people for bills. So that was our main objective at that particular time.
I got called in by the FBI and got questioned on it. Apparently, he took out a loan under the name of the firehouse, New Sharon Fire Company, with the building and the property for a little over $100,000. And we didn't know about it. He used it for his own personal gain. And we're stuck now with that bill that we have to pay off.
And as of right now, except for the lien against the firehouse, which we found out that our ex-president treasurer took out personal loan on that, we owe about $81,000 on that lien, but everything else has been paid.
In February of 2010, a new executive board was created. Bylaws were rewritten, and the long, hard road to rebuilding the firehouse and the fire company had begun. A fundraising drive has begun and received enough money to pay off the creditors and all debts, except for the loan that was taken out on the firehouse. In today's financial climate, it can be a challenge to find extra money to donate to a nonprofit or a cause. But by giving a donation to the New Sharon Volunteer Fire Company, you're helping to protect the residents of the New Sharon section of Deptford. If you can, please attend any of the upcoming fundraising events, or you can mail a donation to this address.
We would like to thank the Deptford Township MUA and the Community Lake Track Fire Company for temporarily housing our apparatus since the fire. And we'd like to thank everyone who has helped us along the way.
Thank you.